You're listening to Clock Radio Speakers with Armand and Doc. To hear the rest of this week's show, exclusive episodes, and more, subscribe today at patreon.com/CRS podcast or clockradiospeakers.com.
All right.
Let's talk about some new music.
Okay. Let's probably, what we doing? We gonna sandwich some of the lesser known stuff, or you want to go right into Ye?
Oh, I was going to talk about Big Bang, Remy Shan, 2K26.
Let's do it. Take a message from my love.
When I think you posted that when that project when Jack Harlow dropped his project.
I did. Went viral for Threads.
And I had forgotten about Remy Shan. Is there how could you
I need a
well, listen, there was a lot of one hit. That's a one hit wonder, right?
Sure, but from all feedback, his album apparently was really, really good. I never heard it, but yeah, apparently his album was really good.
Robin Thicke kind of came in and took that lane.
Because Remy
Lost
Shan
Without
is
You.
Well, when Remy Shan is it? I thought it was 01.
So. No, I don't think so.
You're
right. That's 01. Oh, wow.
That's 01, man. Yeah. So Justin Timberlake took
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he took Blue Eyed Soul. Yep.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Remy Shan was nominated for Grammys?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Great. Okay. Best R&B album, best male R&B vocal performance, best R&B song, best traditional R&B vocal performance. Oh my goodness.
So what happened to his career?
He just took a step back. That's it.
Yes, I see. He leads a quiet life out of the public eye and has transitioned into electrical engineering.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, good for Remy Shan.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta it's Barry Sanders.
I would not call Remy Shan Barry Sanders.
I mean retiring on your own terms.
Sure. I get that.
I'm not saying that he's one of the greatest running backs of all time.
Sure. We would call Remy Shan Blue-Eyed Soul. Is that right? Does anybody even know that phrase? Is that phrase? Because I'll tell you, Jack Harlow tried to resurrect it this month. Is what happened.
He did.
This Jack Harlow project is so confusing to me. It's called Monica. He has been dressing like he hired Common Stylist from 2005.
Lots of LRG.
A lot of browns.
A lot of brown.
I thought that we left that behind us. That's truly one of those things. There's sometimes fashion comes back and you're like, yeah, I get it. Cool. All right. It's iconic, whatever. Sometimes things come back and it's like, no, you don't understand. We had the scars that we bear, and y'all are just, let's do it again. We didn't learn anything.
I tell these kids, you can't cosplay the year 2000s. You really got to lean into it. Where are the academics velour suits for the girls? Where are the Fat Farm sneakers that look like shell toes? Right? Where the LEI jeans with the pantsless, or with the didn't have pockets in the back. It's the illusion. They wanted to make their butt look bigger, so that's what they would wear. I was there.
Yeah. This is a really strange project. So, like I said, it's called Monica. It is, I don't know if I quite call it Blue-Eyed Soul, but he's kind of trying to do something like that. Actually, I would describe it as this. If you haven't heard it yet, I would basically say, imagine if Jack Harlow decided, if Jack Harlow spent the winter listening to Anthony Hamilton albums and decided that he wanted to be an R&B singer, is exactly how I would describe the sound of this project, except without the hit singles, right? This is somebody wanting to make, I don't even know if, I wouldn't even really call, this is not quite neo soul exactly. It's trying to kind of ape that, but it's not there. It sounds very, that first or second Anthony Hamilton project sounds like a lot of that to me, honestly. But it's all the same era, It's so weird. I don't understand.
So let's get into what makes it weird. Because
Sure.
the music itself is not weird, right? If you're making generic neo soul music from 2002, it's going to sound at worst decent because there's a lot of great music from that era. But I think what's weird is, why are you doing this now at this point of your career?
The crazy thing about Jack Harlow is that he's the guy who makes hit singles reliably. Well, hold on.
Okay, go. My bad. Go ahead.
No. I hear you. His last two albums, he seems to be. I would almost describe it as self-destructive. If you really wanted me to like analyze this a little bit, okay.
Okay.
Jackman and Monica are not designed at all in any way to have hit singles. Like just not even close. And yet, if you look at his career, we've got What's Poppin', we've got Tyler Hero, we've got Industry Baby with Lil Nas X, Nail Tech, First Class, Lovin' on Me. I mean, heck, even last, like if you want to go like what he's been doing since Jackman, Lovin' on Me. I don't really love that Hello Miss Johnson record. But that Doja Cat record, Just Us, which was a year ago.
It was a year ago.
That's it. That was a year ago. He has been working clearly on like material. I assume that there is something resembling an album somewhere that is actually a rap album.
That is traditional Jack Harlow music.
A traditional Jack Harlow. Like, what I say by a reliable hit maker is we're so far past the Rubicon with rap music where it's like we've all forgotten. And listen, I think sometimes, like I think you could argue, like when you and I put our album out, like we're guilty of this as much as anybody else. Where it's like we're all like, we don't need hooks or song structure or normal sequences or songs that are 3 minutes long that like radio like. All like I get it that like streaming changes a lot of things, but like everybody threw all the rules out. Yeah. And you see albums now where it's just like, what are we doing? We're just throwing half finished stuff onto a CD and seeing or on a playlist effectively and seeing what sticks, you know? And Jack Harlow was kind of early in that wave of like, oh, there's kind of a hook to this song, but it's actually just like the catchiest 8 bars of the verse that he's just repeating. But at least there was like structure and repeating and like you could something that people could glom onto, whatever. And his last 2 projects, Jackman was weird. And then this Monica project, he's just like, I mean, listen, I guess, you know, if people like it, he can kind of do whatever he wants, I suppose. But like, so weird to me. Like, if I didn't know any better, it's almost like he's like, I don't know, maybe he's trying to like, he doesn't know what to do. Like, maybe like, you know, I don't know if you told me that, because of the success he's had with songs like Lovin' on Me and First Class, which are like, those were like big number one records. Like, is he at the point where it's like, yeah, okay, I like that Doja Cat record was nice, but like that didn't go number one. So, well, can't do, you know, it's like you can't do the album around it. So it's like, instead, here's my 9-song kind of 2000s-ish neo soul record where I'm kind of like half singing, but half talking. I know that we are like so far down the deep end of like rappers want to be singers, but like on some of these records, he's not even really trying to sing.
No, it's like harmonizing at best. It's
like, yeah. He's like kind of close talking with the mic, and it's kind of like a little bit of something, but like it's just and it's weird because like the instrumentation is all, it's like well produced, it's like lush. It all sounds like if you took him off and just listen to instrumentals, you'd be like, oh, these are album cuts from a 2003 R&B album, right? Or maybe something like that, you know, something somewhere in that range.
03 to like 05, 06.
Sure, something like that. Right.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. I don't get it. He, like, people used to, you know, when Drake used to be more of a singer and less of a whatever he is now. Drake would get critiqued for singing, and there's like Jack Harlow's not the first guy who probably shouldn't be a singer to try to sing on records, but he's like not even really trying to sing. It's so strange. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, I think also what didn't help his case was saying that in doing this album, he felt, what did he say? He felt blacker, or he got blacker.
You know, he should probably not just do unstructured media interviews. Is probably that's a tough thing to say out loud.
Absolutely, especially today's climate. Like that's not.
Sure.
No, and you're cosplaying, because I what I'm curious about, is did you do all these records? You said everything you did from, first of all, Come Home, the Kids Miss You. It's like, do another hit record.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I want to do Jackman. I want to do like more rappity rap, lyrical miracle stuff. And the label says, well, because you've given us these 2 albums with these big commercial bombs, sure, we'll give you a small budget. You can put this out. But at some point, you owe us hits. And he does I'm looking, there's, Hello, Miss Johnson. There's Tranquility, Set You Free. And I really thought the Doja Cat record was going to do it. I did.
I listened to that record again today, prepping for the show, and I was like, that record works. Like, what was it?
I think people were just, again, there's that trinity of the Baby, Lil Baby, and Jack. Those like the 3 biggest artists of 2020. And they all just kind of fell off collectively. And
honestly, you could also say like Doja's not really hitting like she once was.
No, she had that clearly big budget 80s album that I feel like was a little ahead of its time. Like it wasn't time to sample that part of the 80s yet.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of where she messed up a little bit. So it comes down to timing, unfortunately, I think. And so do you just say, all right, well, F it. These aren't working. I'm just going to do a neo soul album. But like, you can't do that because your last hit was 3 years ago. And then you absolutely can't do that cosplaying a neo soul artist and then saying that making the music made you blacker in 2026 in America. Just like, that's tough. The timing was just wrong all over the place. And now you announced a tour. Nobody's coming to see you, Otis. They not. So I don't know, man. I do know that's what it was. He just
There's a long history of white guys trying to be black, basically. Right? It's been going on for a long time.
You know, even the wording like wigger is kind of crazy.
You know, this is a thing that people really used to say in the 90s or in the 2000s.
Of course. Absolutely we did.
When I listen to this Monica Project, season 2 of The Wire, when Nick goes up and he's starting to be a supplier, and he goes up to what's his name, and he goes, I don't know how to break this to you, but you're white, you know? And
was his name White Mike? What was his name?
No, White Mike was a little bit more. White Mike definitely had some fat farm in the closet. I mean, we all did, but like this other guy, he was really now I gotta look this up, man. I need Frog.
Frog. That's amazing. There's a blog that called him a wigger / wankster.
See, you can't call him a wank. I don't think, was that 2002?
Wankster is 02.
Wankster is 02. Okay, so that is the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's really a thing. Oh, what I was gonna say is there's a long history. It's why there's a whole subgenre called blue-eyed soul of white people singing music that is historically seen as the province of black people. But you're not supposed to say the quiet part out loud. You know? Here's the thing. Is Jack Harlow the first blue-eyed soul singer to think something along those lines? No. Is he the first one to say it out loud in an interview? Yes, he is. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And yet, I think what's kind of crazy is like, there's just so much that goes on. There's so much information that flows all the time. People will just forget and move on. It's fine.
Because there's no more smoke for him right now. I feel like the world is now collectively focused on J. Cole in these interviews.
Is he saying anything crazy?
He said things like, because he did an interview with Cameron. So remember when Cam sued him?
Right. I saw that.
Yeah, they did an interview. He did something with Nadeska on Apple Music, and then he's done like Carmelo Anthony's podcast and like one other place so far. The things that I'm hearing him say is him talking about the battle.
Right.
You know, him confirming. He said Schoolboy Q did not tell him what was going on. He said that Drake was backstage at Dreamville Fest when he did when he apologized, and after he apologized, Drake left. He did say that he really doesn't believe that he's the greatest rapper. Like the way that he contextualized it is something that only other rappers will understand. The way that he said it was, I can't believe that I'm the greatest rapper when Black Thought and Lupe Fiasco exist. He's like, there's no way I'm better than them. So of course people are going to be like, oh, well, how can you talk crazy like that in your raps, but then also believe that you're not better than these people? But that's just something for rappers to understand. I feel like I'm the greatest rapper ever. I'm not. Right. I'm not.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So yeah, he's saying stuff like that. People are saying it's, ruining him and his brand and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, man, his core audience is eating that up. His rollout was masterful. He is not worried about you peasants on social media. Is not.
Speaking of J. Cole.
Yes.
How'd you feel about his appearance on the Mike Will project?
Oh, I thought he smoked that.
I mean, kind of. He's also talking about absolutely nothing half the time.
I mean, but it's just what you said last episode. Feature J. Cole.
Feature J. Cole is better than album J. Cole. That's because it gets him out of his comfort zone with beats. That's what it is. He is a producer in his own right. He is so used to being in his own sound that when he gets to go inhabit a different world, it's so good for him. It's so good for him.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. This Mike Will album's not that bad.
It's really not. I want to know how Uzi got such a good beat. That's just driving me crazy. Like of all the people, sorry, Uzi.
Because it's Mike Will. Mike Will just has like joints laying around.
I'm just gonna play this real quick. J. Cole would have murdered this actually.
Oh my fucking god.
Mike Will.
J. Cole would have floated on this. But you know what record I actually kind of like is that
Am
Ludacris.
I tripping?
Did you not hear that?
No, that's that's on the extended version.
Oh yeah, that's on the. Oh, you haven't heard that yet.
No, it's my first time hearing that. No,
there you go.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I like that Tizo and Ludacris record deeper.
That's a 2000 and that's like a Release Therapy era Ludacris record.
Earlier I was talking about like we've lost like some of the lessons of music, like what works, We have forgotten that there actually is something magical about contrasting a rapper who's rapping like a rapper with a singer who is singing like a singer. Like I know that these worlds have blended over the past 20 years, but like there's a reason why you get peanut butter and jelly in separate jars. When you get the combo PB&J, like, come on, man.
It's trash.
It's trash, Sometimes you need the separate flavors. I mean, this is the lesson. I was listening to Total's first album this morning, randomly.
Okay. Yeah.
Looking for I'm honestly just hunting for random R&B samples as I'm walking my dog.
Okay.
And it's just the funniest project ever because it's like, even though Easy Mo B doesn't produce most of it, it's very clear that Puff was just like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make Easy Mo B style beats. And then we're going to have somebody play the world's simplest chord on top of it to make it an R&B record. And then we're going to have Total sing on top. That's the whole project. It's nuts. Because but like, there's this, Puff had it right. I mean, it took him a while to kind of get to get the formula right and everything. But like, truly, it's like, oh, no, you take this stuff that is identified with rap records, you bring an R&B singer to it or vice versa, and it just works. And you've got, what's crazy to me is hearing Tizo outside of his normal lane on a Mike Will record like this, honestly doing a 2007 Chris Brown impression, which actually kind of works. I was just like, Luda's not '03 Luda anymore. That's fine. I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, wow, look at this. An R&B record with a rap verse, and it actually kind of works.
You know what this says to me? This album says to me that a lot of producers or people who fancy themselves producers are just beat makers. Because Mike Will produces this album.
He does.
Like, I feel like
yeah. And he goes, it's so funny that, like, I wonder if he was maybe feeling a little competitive or whatever. The Metro project, where Metro is like, let me go pull back. He's like, oh yeah, no problem. I'm going to go get Young Dro. I'm going to go get OJ. I'm going to go get, who else is on this who's like a blast? I'm going to go get Chief Travis Keef, Porter. I'm going to go get Chief Keef. Right.
I like that Travis Porter record. Travis Porter.
Yeah. That actually kind of works. 21 Savage record to open is dope. Like, no, I'll say the same thing I say about most modern trap beats, which is like, and I know Mike Will can do more than this. Like, we're just stuck in this minor chord, like minor key, like melody for everything is just dark and down. I get, like, that's the era we're in. Fine. But it's well produced. Some of these records are kind of weird and funky, but like, I know Young Thug likes a weird record. So the Young Thug record's kind of weird. You know, I kind of get that. But no, I was kind of pleasantly surprised by this. Like, this isn't going to be like my album of the year or anything, but like, put this on, was listening to Walking the Dog. I was like, yeah, this is not bad, actually. Better than I expected.
Yes. And I think it's really a testament to how kind of like underrated Mike Will is. Like, Mike Will didn't really fall off. He just like fell back. Yeah,
he fell back. His peak was something else, man. It was like probably like like 12, 11? 13, 14.
Yeah.
Because Ray Shremmerd, listen, if you can put out a group that's named after the name of your production company spelled backwards and you turn them into stars, that is some real like, that's some real heat that you have in the industry, you know?
Facts.
Shrem Life is 2015. That's Shrem Life. That's no flex zone, no type, throw some more, come get her. Like that.
Yeah. Unlock the Swag is my joint. Unlock the Swag is crazy. Yeah. Joints.
Hit after hit after hit. Yeah.
In hindsight, it's like, yeah, he was gonna beat Hit Boy. Yeah, actually.
I think his peak is just like, he was just more dominant at his peak than I think Hit Boy ever was. Hit Boy has had these like eras coming and going, you know,
like really, really high highs.
Sure, but
really
like
high highs,
like, you know, that like Paris, Goldie, like that kind of early 2010s era, Hit Boy, and then this like the Nas era. Like, there's just these different kinds of eras. So whereas Mike Will's peak, I mean, Mercy, No Lie, Bands, Pour It Up, Body Party, We Can't. Like, we already went through all this before, but yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy.
It's ugly. Yeah.
Now wait a minute. Hold on. This is crazy. Do you know, how old do you think Mike Will is?
Like our age? Early 40s?
He's 37.
Really? He looks older and carries himself older.
So 37. So he was like
20, 21.
So when, let's see, I'm just like, look at his production credits. Yeah. So like Bugatti is like 2012, 2013. He's like 22, 23.
He's a baby.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So he was, I mean, man, that's crazy.
Drop bombs. Yeah. Bombs.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Mike Will.
All right. We got to talk about two people who are doing some interesting things.
Let's do it.
You want to start with LaRussell or Mr. Kanye West?
We can go LaRussell and end with Kanye.
Okay. Before this whole Heaven Sent thing, what is your relationship to LaRussell? How have you been checking for him? Like everybody else, do you just see him on social media? What is the story?
Yeah. So I admire him as an artist who embodied the spirit of DIY in the social media era. So literally watched him from nothing and built up his platform, trying stuff out, pivoting, doing unique things,
right,
dropping a lot of music. Like up until this point, he largely did everything right all the time. Was I a fan of his music? No, but it didn't matter.
Sure.
Because one of the lessons is that if you can tell the story correctly, the music does become secondary.
Mm. Mm.
And I think LaRussell did a really good job of telling his story.
Yes, he did.
And getting people to buy in. He did a really good job of that.
Absolutely. He started popping up on my Instagram, I don't know, a couple years ago, probably. And then of course the way that the feed works, I wish there was some way I could just say, be like, no, I'm just checking this out. I haven't committed. I have not committed to this idea yet. I'm investigating this. Okay.
Hey, you like LaRussell? Here's more. Here's this
right.
and this and this.
I had to go and fix my feed because recently I had to go say, I don't want to see this. I had to try to like get a lot of stuff out of there on Instagram because I made the mistake of clicking on a couple of videos. There's like some new MPC that's like more portable. And so they gave it to a bunch of
MPC sample. I was going to ask you what you thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's fine. But I made the mistake of watching a couple of those videos. And then I popped open the Explorer and I like looked at the whole feed. It was a grid of I was like, okay, all right, it's over indexed. I got to go and I'm sorry to whoever these people are. I'm just telling you, I'm not interested. I'm not like, get out of here, get out of here.
Yeah. MPC like seems like they gave away all of their initial supply to influencers and producers, and now smart. It's on back order. Yeah, now it's on back order, and now everybody wants one.
Right. So LaRussell, I've been seeing social media stuff with him working with Little John, makes sense, high energy, all that, right? Yep. It seems like nothing but like positive, just like he seems. It's like it's like you said, it's the DIY ethic, like truly like inheriting the spirit of like Bay Area DIY out the trunk.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yes.
Like he's carrying that torch.
That lineage. Yes.
And then he decided to put a video out.
Well,
go ahead.
before then, he signs to Rock Nation.
Oh, he signed to Rock Nation?
He signed to Rock Nation. He did not take the $500K. He took the dinner with Jay-Z.
He did sign to Rock Nation. Okay.
And from there, he did the Super Bowl. And then immediately after that, I don't know if you saw him go viral about what he said about Lil Wayne.
I don't think I saw that.
So essentially, he was doing an interview where he said he loved Lil Wayne, but as he got older, he then realized that Lil Wayne didn't have any subject matter.
Yeah. Okay. Is this a...
But this is like but think about it though. This is the equivalent of like people who speak bad on Jay-Z or Kanye or Eminem. Sure. Like the Lil Wayne stands came out in full force and were like, do not disrespect my GOAT. And then from there, people are like, well, how are you saying this, but your music has no depth as well. So then I wonder if he's like, oh yeah, guess what? Jeffrey Epstein is heaven sent.
Let's get real technical here.
Okay.
I'm so not the right person to be having this conversation, but in some ways I'm the best person to be having this conversation.
I got you. Let's do it.
I think having a video with like little kids right there, it's tough look as a way to intro this song.
All the focus was on my engineer told me not to put this out. I completely missed that there's a bunch of kids around him. Tone deaf. Deaf. Just completely missed the mark.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm trying to be real generous, you could talk me into a world where what he's trying to say in a weird way, I don't know. I'm trying to stretch what heaven sent means, but it's
I get the sentiment
where it's like they're all here for a reason, or they're all here like it's God's will. Like I can sort of take that kind of concept.
We're all made in God's image. We're human. This, that, and the third. Yeah, like, and I think that's one of the things that people were so pissed off about is like, we know what you're trying to say. You just worded it wrong.
I also think like, I gotta say, you open up strong where you say, in the chorus, even the devil was heaven sent. It's like, okay, all right. Then you go to Kanye and Hitler. It's like,
all right. Then you go Malcolm and Martin.
You go Martin, Donald. Epstein, you end back with Malcolm. You just did the whole.
Wait. And then he says, even you.
Even you.
As if we are worse than Hitler, Epstein, and Trump.
I wonder if he had like done that in a different order somehow, right? Where it's like Malcolm was heaven sent, Martin was heaven sent, like kind of take you down, walk you down the path a little bit, maybe.
Sure.
But listen, you we're all heaven sent. Epstein too, with the kids, and it's like, kids. Oh God, the song's also just not very good.
But what I found out is so he's put out like 30 albums. So from my understanding is that's a lot of his music where it's not like produced. It's just these like piano instrumentals where he's like riffing and turning it into like these moments, viral moments. And then you take the section out. So the theme of the song is all wrong. Or the execution of the theme is all wrong. The song is not good.
Yeah.
And then what happens is you get the blowback.
Right.
And you double down.
Of course you double down. It's 2026.
Yeah.
If you apologize, you're never going to. Here's the thing. If he apologized, is there a world where the people who were mad at him initially are actually satisfied by the apology? No. So... No. As much as I hate to say it, because when people are mad now, they don't want an apology. They want like some combination of retribution and get off my feed. Right? We all think now that we can just swipe away. Get out of here. You're gone. And it's like, well, no, I mean, that's not really how life works. So if he had apologized, he's going to make the people who stuck by him upset. You're in no man's land. We talked about this a little while. When you apologize for something now, you are stuck in the middle. It's the worst place to be. If you were trying to make money off of attention and media in 26, you're in the middle when you make the apology. I say that, but then I'm thinking like, because you know what? We can use this framing to talk about Kanye too, right? Because the apology, unless you'd have to really go like all the way, like actually like have some like conversation, like people want to see what's the consequences or or whatever it is, right? You can't like apologize and then go back. So we doubled down.
It's this concept of accountability that I believe that the social media hangs on to for dear life. And I just believe you cannot hold people accountable that you don't know.
It's the most un-American thing. We do not hold people accountable in America. It's not in our culture, period. Okay.
Yeah. Not even with like within relationships, right? You could look at like a family dynamic where, let's say there's an uncle who's touching on somebody or somebody who like, in most cases, the family's going to hide it.
We as a country, from day one, we have been looking to the future. Nothing else matters. Seriously, that is like the American DNA. We look to the future, which means we just bury everything that came before.
Jesus,
right? Which is just like I know a lot of people have this like they're clinging on to some hope that some of the people who are in power right now are going to get what's coming to them. And I am here to tell you, you are going to be flying out of Donald Trump International Airport someday. And there's not a thing that we can do about it. And like, we do not hold people accountable, period. We didn't do it for the Civil War. Okay.
Come on, get your political science back. Let's go.
We didn't do it for the Civil War. We tried it for like 15 years. And then it turns out it was really incredibly hard and difficult. And half the country revolted. And it was like, you know what? What if we didn't? As anybody who ever defends, like they say, yeah, we need the Civil War, memorials up, or we got to restore the names, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they were traitors. They fought against America. What is going on? Aren't you supposed to be the most patriotic people? They had a different flag. Are you aware of that? Anyway, so we don't do accountability in America, period. Don't do it at all. We struggle with it. But you're right. There is this like, I don't know if I'm not saying it's a generation. It's just like of this era where people like, especially certain pockets of social media online, they want that accountability. They think that they can like cancel somebody to get it.
Yes. But that's the theme of accountability is never associated with restoration, with getting somebody the help that they need. It's always with the mob.
Always.
Yeah. It's always with the mob. So when you look at somebody like LaRussell, when you have built your platform off of social media, then you take all the things that come with it. So the double down, I think it falls in line with what you just shared, just simply from the fact of like, it's now a part of the LaRussell makeup because it is embedded into these platforms.
Yeah.
So he was never going to double down because that's what we all do. No, I'm not wrong. You just don't understand what I'm saying.
And he's been the underdog his whole career. So
now he feels justified in this pushback, especially when he the dust just cleared on this Lil Wayne stuff. He's like, oh, no.
Which was minor in the grand scheme of things, because this kind of bubbled up to, But how many people checked out LaRussell for the first time? How many people?
And but I think out of that, it was like, oh, and this is the guy?
Well,
Right? Like, that's the thing. To your point, Doc, and maybe we use this to talk about Kanye. One thing you've been saying for years is if the music is good, they'll let you get away with whatever, damn near whatever you want. And so I'm not going to say, I'm not a fan of LaRussell, but like, does he have a bomb?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is there an Exhibit C or something in his catalog that allows him to just get away?
Can you imagine? He goes out on stage. It's Little John drums over the Exhibit C sample.
I'm about to do that. I'm about to do that right now in DJ.
Go.
Do that in DJ Pro. Yeah. But it's like, he doesn't have one of those. Whereas, go ahead.
Well, here's the other thing: is like, because social media like folds in on itself, and then you get like media about the media. His problem, the algo is not going to take somebody from a video about this controversy to the song that he wants to promo. It's going to take them to another video about this controversy, and it just you just circle, you just dig deeper and deeper and deeper. So like, it's out of his control in that way. That's because normally the whole idea of like all promo is good promo, but whatever, I'm butchering the phrase, but like the idea of like, like I'm getting attention, that's good.
Yeah, all press is good press. Yeah.
All press is good press. It's like, no, not anymore, because now people do press about the bad press, and that's where the press, it's just like it folds in on itself.
Wow. Jesus. Yeah.
I've been pent up with ideas for 3 weeks here. This is what happens.
It's all right. We're good. We're good. So now he's like, I'm getting off. Now he's off of social media. And now when you see him, because I also follow his manager, because she has really good ideas and stuff too. And she posts in her story, like I saw they like had this like bonfire kumbaya where they were all sitting crisscross applesauce on like pillows, and somebody was playing an acoustic guitar and they were singing a song like I Love Myself or like whatever. And it's like, look at how happy we are and unbothered by everything that's going on social. Like, you guys keep handling this wrong.
Also, what is he going to do without social?
What is he going to do without social?
You know what? To point one of your things, I hope he's been building up a sizable mailing list.
Had to. I mean, he was early on the even train. Like, this is where like you do all this stuff. I hope and pray and assume that he has been collecting data of these, because I don't know if you saw, like they held a rally in Vallejo in support of him. So your core audience, your super fans, like now they feel justified to ride for you even harder. And it's like, is that going to be enough to justify you? Especially now you got this Rock Nation deal, like you got to deliver.
I'd be curious to see what I was doing some reading. The Rock Nation deal seems like it. I mean, like he's got his masters still.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it's a distribution deal.
It's a distro. It's maybe a distro plus, we'll call it. Like there's a little something. Little something extra.
Yeah.
But
they
sure.
They'll get him on Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get him on Drink Champs.
Yeah. So I guess I mean I'd be real. You're right. I mean, so what is his story to kind of come back from this? Is it just like he doubles down on like the online mob didn't understand me and I'm just gonna do my own thing and it's all good? Because like I really so because I feel like his whole image has just been like very happy up until this point.
And now you see him like, yeah, he got punched in the face.
You know, we all listen. We all think we're one thing, and then you get punched in the face and you discover it's something else entirely. Like that's like
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely. Yeah, I think what he has to. First of all, there has to be music. There has to be music. You almost like on one hand, can he just like take a break, wait on a few more stories, just like you said with Jack Harlow, like just allow the mob to move on. I mean, we're in the middle of a war. Like there's so many things going on that could very easily, I hate the word distract because it just automatically assumes that we're like stupid and we can't pay attention to multiple things.
Listen, I'm just here to, I just honestly told my wife this the other day. I was like, we're getting dumber. Like I can really feel it. Like I can really feel it. Like, and whenever I say it to myself, I just make sure that I turn that brick on for my phone, trying to claw away a little bit of my brain back. Sure. But no, I feel for every kid that is when your brain is still developing and it's still got that plasticity and you are just like hooked into an algo. That is just like, remember Batman Forever, the Val Kilmer one where they had the thing they like plug on the people's heads to beam in.
Oh yeah.
Yo man. That movie wasn't trying to be science fiction, but might have been a little bit ahead of its time, you know, where it's like, it's putting stuff in, but it's taking it out. That is a gloriously terrible movie.
Just not worse than Batman and Robin.
No. I heard this phrase once and I love it. That is a 5-star, 3-star movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. It knows exactly. It is just like, everything's on 10. That's not trying to win Oscars. It's just like,
which is crazy because Batman and Batman Returns are really good.
Tim Burton, you know, I mean, come on, man. They were cooking, man.
Yeah, really good. And
really
you're just
good.
like, all right, now we're just going to do like Hollywood. I hate to use the term slop, but we're just trying to go for like a blockbuster.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like, let's take everything that we kind of did before, but like, what if we made it like really kind of weird and like, you know, considering that we're aiming this at like a preteen to teen audience, oddly kind of sexually charged in some ways. When you go back and watch it now, you're like, what is going on there? Why is Drew Barrymore walking around in lingerie? What exactly is Nicole Kidman doing in this movie? It's bizarre. It's a great movie, but it's so. Okay. I'm just saying. You know.
No. I was trying to think because I know Michelle Pfeiffer was in Returns. Like they always have
of course.
They always have
Kim
like
Basinger was in the first one. Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
You know, what movie was I just saw? I saw a podcast covered LA Confidential, which is a movie.
Okay.
So that's Kim Basinger too. That's almost 30 years now, man. That's crazy.
That's 97, right?
97.
Yeah.
This has now just become two guys talk about old movies. I love it. This is great.
Elijah, my son, watched Usual Suspects when he was here last week.
Ooh.
Saw it for the first time.
Did he go see Project Hail Mary too?
I don't know.
Oh, are you not? It's like the biggest movie in America. Ryan Gosling, science fiction movie.
I don't know. He's a movie guy.
Okay,
because he's in a theater. So probably. But if not, he will.
Usual Suspects. Hopefully it held up.
It did. I walked in the room and his face was pale.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know. I said, now you have to watch it again.
Yeah, right. That's
go back and see.
Yeah.
You gotta go back and see all this stuff. Yep. So, okay.
All right.
Speaking of apologies.
Is he back to Kanye West? Where are we at with this?
Yeah. So I went and looked up Ye. And is it on there? Okay, it's on there. At one point, Bully wasn't under Ye, it was only under Kanye West, but now it's under Ye. So I'm looking now, his Kanye West Apple Music profile photo is black, And then his Ye profile photo is white.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're getting some like Sasha Fierce stuff going on. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So he's back with Bully officially. We talked about this last year. We talked about the 10-song version of this last year. But that was when he was still dropping Hitler bars from time to time, you know?
He had Dave Blunt's writing his music.
Which, sure. Really, when they do the Kanye, you know, listen, we should start thinking about who we want to direct and be in the Kanye biopic when it happens, because it's going to be incredible.
Right now, it would be Ryan Coogler. 20 years ago, it would be F. Gary Gray or Antoine Fuqua. 30 years ago, it would have been John Singleton. Yeah, who plays Kanye? It's probably some young kid, you know, similar to Michael.
Some young kid, yeah. Well, because, I mean, they got the Michael biopic coming out like a couple weeks now.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Yep. Yeah. That's Jermaine's son.
Yeah.
It's Jermaine's son. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm sure it'll make a lot of money, but
I'm gonna go see it, but it will not hold a candle to Jackson's An American Dream. Will not.
Right.
That's the greatest miniseries biopic ever.
That's from the early 90s, right?
Yeah.
I remember
it's my
watching
daughter's
it as a kid. I haven't seen it.
It's my daughter's favorite movie. It's on YouTube. It's like 4 hours. It's amazing. It's my daughter's favorite movie. Like literally every time she comes to see me, she watches it. Unless I tell her, you better not watch that. Do not watch that on my TV.
There's been a lot of, I don't even know how much I want to recap what's been going on with Ye. What has happened is he apologized.
He did.
We talked about this apology on the show before.
At length.
Yep. What is really interesting to me, there's a couple interesting threads about this project. Number one, speaking about accountability. If all you knew is that, like, okay, if you didn't know that Bully had kind of existed in a previous form before, right? Mm-hmm. If you were like, oh yeah, Kanye apologized. Okay, interesting. Oh, he's got a new project. All right, maybe I'll try it out. You would never know that, like, he had apparently gone through this whole thing and everything he talked about in that apology and like the effects of like the crash on his brain, all these things that like kind of came up as a part of this. Mm-hmm. None of it is anywhere on this project at all. Not a drop of it. And that's it's sort of strange, but we know Kanye has done this before where he holds on to an album from a previous era of his life and reworks it and tries to make it work.
He did that with Jesus is King is infamously Yandi. Yeah.
Right. Where like new body, which didn't even make it, but you know, it's the same idea where it's just like
use this gospel as law of attraction.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that I just thought that was like, as I was listening to it, I kind of did think that he would at least in some way touch on that, but I didn't feel like it was even hinted here that he has gone through this wild, you know, reportedly would feel to be like a wild journey over the last couple years, but maybe not, you know, it makes I'll tell you, for me, like it's like, so how serious was that apology? I didn't need this to be the I'm sorry album, but like to not even talk about all these apparently like, if I had gone through this experience in my life where I discovered that the car accident that kind of made me famous also sort of destroyed my brain, and I was a rapper, you would think that I would touch on that at some point, right? Maybe, sort of.
This is the safest Kanye West album I've ever heard in my life.
Safe is an interesting word.
And what I mean by that is when you are trying to get back in people's good graces, you are walking on eggshells to make sure that you don't even give an appearance or a hint of any of the bad, tumultuous things that you may have done to the person or the people. And then you highlight all of the wonderful things that you've done. Because this album reeks of the last 10 years, the best things of the last 10 years 15 years of his music. This is like a hybrid of Yeezus, Pablo, a little bit of Donda, some Ye, sonically, musically. Lyrically, it is very docile, not only in the content, but also in the delivery.
Yeah.
Which leads me to 100% believe that he is heavily medicated.
The first version of this album had AI assisted vocals all over the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is he got a lot of flack for, which I get. Listen, using AI as a tool, like we will find at some point the right music project that uses it in a way that's like a classic where people are like, oh, that's really interesting. And we couldn't have done this in some other way. Like that will eventually happen. We're not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye was using it because he, I don't know, was drugged, was lazy, was unmotivated, was, I don't know, pick your prescription, but like he was using it because he wasn't recording, right? He was using it because he was bringing writers in, and he was like, okay, well, just use the AI, put my vocals on it. What's the difference?
Yeah, and I almost wonder like the places that he could go emotionally with some of these, like the delivery of some of these raps. The medication makes it impossible for him to do that. So he's bringing these writers in and basically saying like, deliver this the way that I would deliver it, and then we're just going to cover it up with AI. Like I really do believe he's heavily sedated.
If you look at the credits, I think one thing that's noteworthy is just like a lot of the folks who have written for him over the years, who know how to write for him and with him and know how like Kanye is sort of supposed to sound, if you want to think about it that way, they're nowhere to be found. There's no sci-hi anywhere near here, right? There's no, like these people are just not around.
Wow, not even sci-hi. Because a record like Punch Drunk, which to me is the most Kanye West record on this album, and of course like a song that I really like.
That sample chop is, of course, the Clark sisters. I mean,
of course, you can't go wrong with Clark sisters. But it's like it's almost too lyrical.
Interesting.
Like there's like multi-syllables, and like he's trying, like whoever's writing for him, they're trying to be funny and witty in the way that Kanye West, that we know him to be. But to your point, they don't have that relationship. It's not Sci-Hi, it's not Rhyme Fest, it's not people who really know him.
What is interesting is like I don't really see, like I see a lot of co-producers as you would expect. But on that track, actually, I don't see any co-writers unless some of these producers are writing.
So confirm this for me, because I saw someone say that your man Quentin Miller is all over this album.
He pops up. He's on I Can't Wait, Preacher Man, this one here. Is he on any other ones? That might be it. Oh, Highs and Lows.
Okay.
Ty Dolla's got credits on here, presumably from when they were working together, just stuff that he had touched before. Your man Don Tolliver has writing credits, not just on his track. White Lines. He's got credits on. What else is he on? Don Tolliver. He's somewhere else here. Yeah, I can't find him right now. I Can't Wait as well. So,
okay.
Which is weird because like I hear a record like I Can't Wait, and I'm like, there's barely any, like he needed both Quentin Miller and Don Tolliver to help with that. That doesn't sound like either. Like I don't understand. But again, it's a Kanye record, so the credits are incomplete, and things are still evolving. Like Circles has been removed from the project.
Oh, really?
I saw that. Something about like they didn't get I don't think they got Don Tolliver's appearance cleared or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. I still see him on my Apple Music. I don't know if
might be there then. Yeah.
Yeah, they might have got that taken care of. But wow, okay. I should probably download a version of this album.
Because it might change, right? The lead single is Father with Travis. Safe.
Say, as I'm saying, it's safe.
It's like it's trying to evoke Yeezus, and it has none of the electricity of Yeezus at all. No juice.
The wild carelessness, the brashness.
No,
it's not that. I mean, even the video,
there.
like he's just sitting in a church, like still the whole time.
Right.
Like that's Kanye in 2026.
I mean, he's going to be doing these shows apparently, which I have no idea how that's going to work.
So and I'll let you know how it is. I got one of my best friends. She said she's going to one of the shows, the show tomorrow. And I see he's like doing lots of bundles and signed vinyls, and I think he's projected to do 275 with like 100K.
He's going to do, I mean, that's basically, because I think Vultures, I should look up the numbers for Vultures. Maybe Vultures 2 even. Just to kind of see.
Vultures 1 for sure. Vultures
like
1
what
for
was
sure, I believe
let's
went.
see. Vultures 2 I felt like was a mess.
It was. Yeah, Vultures 1 had Carnival kind of carrying it.
Yeah, let's see. Commercial reception. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, honestly, okay, so Vultures 1 did 148.
Okay.
But only 60K of that is album sales. So if he's able to get those bundles up, then, you know, I get it. Like he can get there. He's got an audience. He'll always have an audience.
Absolutely. Always. Also, he's doing shows. He's doing a wireless festival.
Yep.
The same weekend as Jay at Yankee Stadium, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, so yeah, Punch Drunk. Love that sample chop. I really like the sample and I Can't Wait. And I'm gonna get really nerdy here until he actually, like, first of all, it's a super famous sample, obviously. But like the part that he uses for the main part of the beat is actually like really works at that pitch down. And then he drops the like Can't Hurry Love part during the hook. And you're like, no, that's too famous. You can't like, that's Can't Hurry Love.
That part throws me off.
It throws me off.
I don't like the.
And listen, Preacher Man is so dope. He's been teasing it for 18 months. I get it. That beat is crazy, right?
It's on. I heard it on the radio a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's been out since 2020. I mean, he started playing it live in 2024 after Vultures 2, and then he put it out last year. It was been on streaming this whole time, you know. So like, it doesn't really. This is, but here's the thing. He's 48 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He has been dropping albums for 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not expecting anymore. Like he's just not going to be the old Kanye. Like he's going to sell a lot of records, at least right now. But for all intents and purposes, this is what actually is crazy. Because like considering where he is in his life, like he really should just be like not trying to do this right now. Like it seems like.
So you're saying he should just be a legacy artist?
I mean, he should be, except he's about to go number one, right? And like, what are you going to tell him? You know what I mean?
Sure. Like until he completely falls off, which he never will.
I mean, what do you mean? What does fall off mean to you?
If he just drops like a complete dud, and even if he drops a complete dud, which was like Vultures 2.
Vultures 2 had, even Vultures 2 had like bits, sort of, maybe. We're talking about LaRussell and niche audiences, like core super fans. Like Kanye's always, because he's a legacy artist. I think about this set he did when he was in Japan or China or something like that. Korea, maybe it's Korea, South Korea. His set list was insane. He did like an hour and a half of just like joints. Him in a versus would be, I mean, get out of here. Just get out.
Wouldn't be fair.
You could even just say, you know what? We're only going to limit it to the 2000s. We're not even going to touch anything after 808s. He's going to clear almost anybody.
Yeah.
Between the first 4 albums, guest appearance, out of here. Just completely out of here. And that's just the first 4. Like, he set the bar so high where we were talking before about how Jay, you could sort of like see like Jay reflected the sound around him. Right. Mm-hmm. And he got to a point where he was helping to, like, at his peak, I think like Blueprint is his peak of powers. Him and Rockefeller are defining the sound at that point. But like a lot of Jay is like, oh, that's when this was popping, or that's when this was going on, or that's right. You can kind of see that. For the first 10 years of his solo career, he was defining the sound.
Absolutely.
And every single album sounds different than the one before.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other artist that you can point to in hip hop who has anything resembling that run. No matter how, some people might not listen, 808s is not perfect, people can complain about Yeezus. I get that. But like for 10 years, he just, every single time he changed it up, like that's just not gonna, you can't expect that anymore. Like that's just, never mind whatever he is apparently having to do in order to, like, in terms of medication or whatever is going on in his life so that he is healthy. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I wanna ask you a question about your comment about his age and where he is.
Yeah.
Let's hypothetically.
Sure.
He is where he is now. So he still has the medication. He still needs that. Still bipolar, mental health issues. But Mike Dean is back. Sci-Hi is back. Rhymefest is back. Consequence is back. You could even say Chance and Travis are back.
Sure.
Right? Plain Pat is back.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
If he has all of his people, but he's still heavily medicated and dealing with his mental health issues, does he still make great music with that cast of characters?
No, I mean, and I'm not even trying to blame the music. It's just, I'm not even trying to blame the meds. It's, cause like, listen, if that's what's going to like actually help you so that you don't have these, I don't know, call them incidents for lack of a better term, where you're not like flying off the handle and doing God knows what, like if that's what it takes, I mean, I think that like if you gave Mike Dean and some co-writers a couple weeks in a studio, they could have turned this into something better. Yes, I do think that's possible. Mm-hmm. But like, it was the audacity of Kanye.
Sure.
And in some ways, his collaborators enabled that audacity by letting him push the limits of how long could he work on a song, how far could he take something. Like they were all like kind of enablers. I mean, the Donda era is kind of the peak of that, right? Where it's just like, we don't have a finished project yet, but we're gonna figure it out, and we got everybody here, and it's like, and he turned the making of the album into the media around the album itself, and created like these iconic visuals around that only added to the lore of the project, like. But he couldn't have done any of that without this crew of people who have been like, who know what a Kanye record should sound like, or how to take this envelope pushing thing that he is doing and pushing forward. Like, I think what to me is noteworthy is like the stuff I heard from Bully last year. There was interesting stuff in there. Now, lyrics I'm pushing aside because God knows it was a mess. I'm saying like sonically, it's like, okay, he's got some samples, chops, like the fact that like he identified that and he's like, okay, I really need to develop that and come back to that. And that is like what I'm hanging on to. It's like, you're not even hanging on. It's not even like it's not like he had this nugget of an idea that was like, oh, I'm going to like do something really different. Like for the flaws of Yandhi in that era, he was trying to do something there. And he was clearly like, I got something. I got to take that and turn it into something. But then he had everything. Then the hospitals, like all these things are going on, right? It's just crazy. But like this time, it's like, oh, I've got this nugget of something. It's like, what's this nugget? It's like, I got this great sample chop. It's like, well, yeah, you're Kanye West. Like this man will be able to chop a sample forever. Forever. In a different world, you would almost say like, almost in the way that like in the 2010 era, like Kanye brought in RZA to like sprinkle little touches on like Dark Twisted Fantasy and Watch the Throne, and they did White Dress a little, like these little like, you know what I mean? Boy, it's like, look, we love RZA, legend, way past his prime, but like he's got something, he's still got that little thing that we can kind of plug into this machine and turn it into something new. Like I think Kanye will be able to do that for a long time because he still has the ear, he still has the thing, but like the rest of it, the drive, the envelope pushing, the audacity, the willingness to just like to take some idea to the absolute limit. I don't know, it seemed like it all broke down during Vultures, right? Like that was the absolute, because he had to kind of assemble like a separate crew during Vultures to kind of make that Vulture stuff work, because there's no Mike Dean anywhere to be found, but there's lots of other people who are all there. And if you look at like
that's Digital Nas and all that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's Digital Nas, but it's like Legendary Trackster. Who is Legendary Trackster has a couple things on this project as well. But like Legendary Trackster, Bugs the Beast, obviously Ty Dolla is kind of like holding a lot of it together. If you look at the list of writers and producers on Vultures 2, it's like, wow, there's like a lot of names. There's a lot of stuff. It's kind of messy, but it's also like I've recognized like a lot of these names and some like I see what's going on here. You look at Bully and it's like, so there's some Shea Pope. That's a name that we've seen before. There's some legendary Trackster, but a lot of it, a huge chunks of this, almost like I'd say like 2/3 of the tracks are co-produced by Chef Made, who is the producer for Big X the Plug. 88 Keys has like 1 or 2 records on here. Tony Williams pops up to help out on 1 record, but like most of the old crew is just not here,
gone
at all. They're gone.
Wow.
So
wow.
It's tough.
Wow.
I just talked for like 20 minutes straight. Sorry.
No, it's okay. In turn, I have nothing else to say. You answered my question.
We're not going to do a on the fly. This is not, I don't even know what the worst Kanye project would be right now. That's a fascinating question.
Yeah, probably Vultures 2.
This might be the most boring Kanye
album. I would put Ye up there. I'm not crazy about Ye.
Ye is also very strange. It's a really strange project.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Ye.
It really doesn't
even stuff from
go ahead.
The stuff from that era, I'm just not particularly like interested in.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I don't know. It doesn't.
Because you look at a record, at a record like Kids See Ghosts, like a record like Field of Love, like even the songs that I don't necessarily like, it's very engaging. It like you said, envelope pushing, like all that stuff, all the things that make it Kanye and Cudi. But albums like Ye and Bully, it's just completely absent of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ye is really he needed a construct to tell himself, I got to get this album out. I'm doing 5 albums in 5 weeks. That's the thing. We're doing the thing. We got to get it out. Yeah. So much so that like, of course, there's like, oh, we forgot to clear this sample, and there's like, all the normal stuff with the Kanye project. But like,
yeah.
So it just ends up being, yep, these are the 7 records we had, and it's like, boy, probably not the best way to do that. Not gonna lie.
Sure.
Like in retrospect, kind of amazing that he didn't structure it to instead work on everybody's projects first. As you're coming up with ideas, you're saving stuff for yours at the end. And then you get to the end, but also like knowing it's Kanye, I think it was smart where it's like he clearly had a lot of enthusiasm for pushes. And then we better get Kanye's out the door because if we save it for the 5th one, he might lose interest, which is kind of what happened with Tiana Taylor's project, which kind of came and went with nobody talked about it.
To her detriment, because that album had some joints on there. Like it had some potential. It had something there, but
had
it
something
just didn't
there.
get finished all the way. Yeah.
Had something there. Yeah. No, Ye is really, really not very good. Kids See Ghosts, not my favorite, but I know people like it.
No.
Jesus is King is just strange. Very strange.
Yeah. I want to have a conversation at some point with some people about that album. Because that was a moment that represented so much, and to look at that in hindsight is
it's tough.
It creates a very interesting conversation that I think needs to be had.